Welcome back to the Big Cast Podcast.
Yeah.
The MAHDI Effect.
You know how we do.
Today,
Excellency's in the building.
Yes, sir. It's been a long time coming.
Yes, sir.
Papa, my G, let's go and toast to the.
For sure.
It's almost the end of the year, so I hope y'all boys ready.
Halloween right around the corner.
Football is back.
Football's back.
But yeah.
Basketball's almost back.
But let's get on the topic, man. This woman, I came up on TikTok and I saw this woman talking about how it is a federal crime now for wives to go through their husband's phone. Is actually breaking the law.
Is it vice versa too? Husbands going through wife's phone?
Probably pretty sure
the same
it is.
thing.
Pretty sure it is. But anyways, I want y'all to lock in and watch this with us real quick and let us know what you think.
We're going to give our 2 cents.
It is now illegal to go through your husband's phone. And this is for every ear that can hear me. This is not just a Texas issue. This is also a federal crime. The Federal Wiretap Act states it is unlawful to intercept any wire, oral, or electronic communication. It is also unlawful to disclose the contents of the wire, oral, or electronic communication. Y'all know what's considered electronic communication? Text messages, emails, DMs. And it doesn't matter if you're in a community property state, saying that the phone is community property will not work. Even if your husband willingly gave you his password, it still would not work. The courts feel that even if he did give you the password, you went beyond the scope of what he thought you would reasonably be doing with his phone, such as taking screenshots of a text message that you would eventually use against him in court. I was in court waiting on my turn, watching another hearing before me. It was a divorce case, and the wife was on the stand talking about adultery. Her attorney then started the process of admitting text messages into evidence that showed the husband was talking to this woman, and it was very inappropriate. The text messages 100% proved husband was cheating. There was photos, there was conversations about the other night. All of a sudden, husband lawyer jumps up and says, Your Honor, I think you need to admonish the witness about her Fifth Amendment right to self-incrimination because she's about to tell on herself and admit to a crime. Then he turns ever so slightly and says, I think you might want to tell her lawyer as well because they'll both be in jail together. Judge then proceeds to tell her that how she came about getting those text messages out of her husband's phone is potentially a violation of the Texas Wiretap Act and the Federal Wiretap Act. He looks up at her lawyer and says, Counsel, the fact that you're in possession of unlawful potential wiretap material incriminates you as well. And the judge did a quick recess so everyone could go consult with criminal law attorneys.
Oh, snap.
That was a lot to take in. What you think about that, G?
Shit. I know this is going to sound biased as a man. Because niggas get fucking caught.
City boys up
City
a million
boys
%.
City boys is up. I mean,
but then it's vice versa too. But you know, guys don't go through women's phones. Let's be honest. We don't really care.
Yeah. So my stance on it is, I always thought that
some guys that are jealous, they'll do it. But yeah, go ahead.
I always thought that going through somebody's phone was always a no-no. I've never been the type to go through any of the women I've ever been with in the past phone. If it gets to the point where I feel like I need to go through your phone, then the shit is just done anyway. But I think that privacy is needed. And I like it. I think it's good that nobody gets to go through. And this is both ways. I like it that for the women too, that their man don't get to go through their phone.
Yeah, I think she was mainly like describing a scenario, or it might have been a real scenario that she went through or experienced. A scenario of a woman using text messages, screenshotting text messages from her husband's phone and tried to use it against him in the courtroom.
Right, divorce, custody.
And it bounced back on her, not knowing that she just, her and her lawyer committed a crime.
Right.
Yeah,
no, for sure. I think, because a lot of that kind of stuff could be used against you in court, and when it comes to custody of kids, if you have kids, or paying alimony or on all that. So I think that's definitely a good tool to take out of the equation when you're actually making decisions in terms of two people splitting up because of infidelity. So, I'm cool with it on both, and it's not being biased for men or anything like that. I think on both sides it's cool. Nobody should go through anybody's personal things at all. Phone, whether it's phone, area in the house, safe, whatever. Nobody should. So
the saying goes, going through your husband's phone without his consent is considered an invasion of privacy and could be considered illegal, as it violates federal wiretapping laws that protect electronic communications like text messages. Essentially, accessing someone's phone without permission is considered an illegal interception of their communications. Even when you're married, like, you can't get away from this law.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
This law is,
it doesn't matter if y'all in love and one of y'all decide to creep on the low, and then the other is being suspicious and want to go through the phone and see what's going on, and it all ends up in a whole courtroom mess, and nobody wants to go through that mess. But this kind of targets the women, I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the women that always trying to find information on their men.
I think women
and always being suspicious to what he's doing or what they're doing and shit. Right. Again, you're all right. If it was vice versa, it should work the same way.
Right.
But again, like I said, men don't really go through women's phones like that, unless they're highly jealous or insensitive or whatever.
Right.
Not like us, of course, but
that's no big catch.
We don't worry about that shit. But yeah, man, it is now illegal for a wife to go through their husband's phone without their consent. A lot of women are a bit outraged about it.
Of course, they would be.
But some women are saying, "Oh no, I trust my man." I wouldn't go through their phone, invading their privacy and all. Like that just fucks up the relationship in a way.
Shout out to all the women that trust their men, man. Big cat's toast to y'all, man.
Yeah, big cat's toast to y'all. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. At the end of the day, y'all shouldn't be going through people's phones anyways. You're already married. At least keep a little private. That's private property.
That's private property, man. Don't go through my phone. Don't go through my drawers. Don't go through my bag. Don't go through anything that I haven't told you can go through.
I once dated a woman, and I definitely canceled her. After a while, I once dated a woman that she just went through my shit. Like, just went through my shit and told me this, and this. I found this. I'm just like,
bro, that's one of my biggest peeves. Even if it's not like my woman, I've had instances of I have my backpack. I'm hanging out with some people, and my backpack's sitting there, and maybe a friend of mine just thinks, oh, that's Mahdi's backpack. Mahdi usually has maybe I might have like something in an opener or some lip balm or whatever, and something. And they open up my bag. I'm like, yo, you didn't even ask me?
Yeah, that's like, I don't like that either. I don't like that either.
Don't fucking touch my shit. If you want to go through
nobody touch my shit regardless, though. You know what I'm saying?
Shit at all, unless you ask me and I give you permission to go through that. Because that's my person. I might have something in there, illegal or not illegal. I don't want nobody else to see. You know what I mean? So you can't.
It might be illegal.
Yeah, it might be. But the fact is, don't go through my shit. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you think you mean to me. Yeah. You ask me before you go through
and it'll be my decision to say yes or no type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I really want to hear from the ladies too. Like, let us know how you feel about this. I mean, it works in your favor as well. I don't think anyone should go through anyone's phone, but let us know what you think about it. You think it's cool? You think you don't like it? Whatever. It's all good, man. Yeah.
Big Cast Podcast. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Subscribe. The MAHDI Effect. The Excellency. And we out.
Peace, God.
Peace, God.